Hey folks, it's Rithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Satisfactory. So after a brief interlude where we have just gone and had a little bit of wandering round, it's time to get back to work, so let's get back to it. I'll drop that one down there, right, and I don't want to make another one of them. What I'm going to want to do next is, actually, I need two more of them, but I don't have enough to make, I don't have enough of anything to make the screws for this. So if I go to you, right there, that's putting them out fairly slowly, and then it's bringing them in here fairly slowly as well. So I kind of got to be a little bit faster to grab them, so that I can make some of these. That's what we're gonna need a few of those. I'm making plates in here. The other option, of course, is I could just remove the belt there. That is one way of doing it. Or you can just go here and I can just pick the things up off the conveyor belt like that, which is another thing that you can do, which is, I think that is absolutely brilliant. It's the fact that you can just go along and you can grab it off the conveyor belt. Oops. Like that. There. And I don't want to do that. I want to grab that off the belt. Okay, I've got several pieces of iron. That should be enough. We'll go to you, and then we go to iron rods, and we make all of those. So that gives me 12 iron rods. Then I want to go to screws down there, and I want to make 96 of them. Done all of those into screws. And I still only make 2. I can, that's because I don't have enough iron plates. 1 and 2. I've got enough there to make 2 more plates. So I actually need more of both. That's alright. That's alright. We'll take the 49 iron plates. Then I'll go back into here. And I'll make those 2. Like that. And then we'll come out of here. And we'll go to a constructor. And we're going to put our next constructor down up here, look, and I'm going to go like that. Right, unfortunately, the constructor is quite a bit wider than the smelter, and I didn't take that into account when I was first placing it down, so I can put that one there, but it's encroaching on another's clearance, so I want to just move that over a little bit further. I'll put it there, like that. So it is over a little bit, and then I can configure that one, and we'll go for iron rods on that one. And then I can go back into here, and if I press number 3, that will pop up the conveyor belt there, and I'll do it like that. And you see that, the way that it just quickly pops out onto the side, that's the bit that I love about this. I absolutely love that. So then we can go back over here. You're already full. This one produces the iron ore faster than both of these can get through it. So I want to configure you for iron ore. I'll drop that into there. And then you over here, you're now out. So I'm busy saying that it does it faster. But then that's already up to 10. 11. And I'll run back over to this one and drop those in there. So that's going to start working on there. I can run backwards and forwards a few times like this. And it does produce the iron ore very, very quickly. We've got all of the copper that we need at the moment. So you get the idea that we do run through the copper pretty quickly. We get the copper that we need pretty quickly. And I'm assuming that later on we're going to need a lot more copper than we've got going at the moment. But right now it's absolutely fine. Ooh. No power. Right. Now this is the other thing that happens. Okay? Power does run down. We run out of power. No. We don't run out of power. We haven't run out of power at all. That's just me being ridiculous. That's just me being daft. So what I need to do next is I want to go to F, and I want to get rid of that power line there and that power line up there. Then I want to take power line, right? And I'll bring you, and I'm going to drop this one here, this power line. Oh, I've got no steel rods. My bad. Let's go and get some. Nope. I got no way of getting steel rods for a second because I've disconnected every. Well, I could just connect it back up again, but that would be too easy. So if I just grab those, I'll run over here, and then I will go into this one right here, and iron plates. I'll make a few of these so that we don't need that many iron rods. I'd say enough to make 20 iron rods, just to start us off with. There we go, like that. That's going to let us build any stations that we want to. I'm carrying a little bit of limestone around, so I'm just going to turn that into concrete a minute, just so that it's not taking up an inventory slot. And then I will go back over here. So I want to go number 2, power, and I'll bring that one out over to here. Power line right there. And then I'll bring that one back here. And I'm going to put another power line right there like that. So first up, I'll go power line on there onto that one. And then I'll go power line onto that one like that. And then you will put a power line onto there and a power line onto there like that. So I've got power lines out to each of them. They're each working. This one is now, we've got ingots going between the two. This one over here has no iron ore in it. It does now. So that one's producing, that one's putting iron ore, and then it's going to be making plates. That one's going to be making our iron rods. So everything is now working all tickety-boo. I can grab all there. And then I can go back over this side. So I've got 80 in there. I'll double-click that and put a few of them in there. And then I'll double-click that and I'll put a few more into there. So we've essentially got a decent production line running. I've got a conveyor belt coming out off of some of them. And if we look into here, logistics, that's all we've got at the moment. Storage is the next thing that we will be getting. Now, that's all well and good, but it's not the next thing that I think that we actually want. I think that this kind of, like, there we get the storage container unlocked. And then you get that one unlocked. It's after you've completed the hub that you get the bit that I think is possibly the most useful. And that's after we get we've got to build the space elevator, because that allows you conveyor belt splitters and mergers, and those I think are really handy. Although just having the bits that we've got at the moment, I think these are all right. You can't just take a conveyor belt and join one into the other. You've got to have the special bit for the splitter and the merger in order to be able to make it work, which is a little bit of a nuisance, but it's not the end of the world. So we'll go back over here and grab all. You'll notice that there isn't actually I haven't found, there's not a huge amount of like waiting around for it to finish what it's doing in order to be able to advance to the next stage. And this is something that used to be very evident in Factorio, but that again, it's a thing that they kind of worked on, and there's very little of it in Factorio either, unless you're doing it on like marathon settings, which is actually how I like to play, incidentally. You don't really get much of an issue with it, right? You're not doing a lot of sitting around waiting for stuff to finish. We've got 92 iron plates, and we've got number of rods. I don't know how many rods we've got there. I didn't check. 92 of them, and we've got 53 of them. So we're not far off of both of them being complete. So if we do one more cycle on here, I'll get you right there, and I'll grab all. I got 20 on there. And I go back to you. I'm actually going to be able to put most of them in there. What you can do is if you just right-click a stack, it divides it immediately in half. Then I can put half in each of these, just like that. I got 10 iron plates. That's all I need for that. And the only thing that we're going to be waiting on now, you can see the iron ingots. They're slowly building up in here. They're actually coming in faster than it's making the iron rods. Over this side, that's not the case. It's waiting on the iron ingots, but once you get it going, right, it wouldn't take long to build up, and then we'd have 100 iron plates in there, and you would have the iron rods in here. You have 100 iron ingots in there, then it'll back up on the conveyor belt. Once it reaches the full amount in there of the 100, you're not going to need any more. There's 2 of them. I actually need 2 more. Just 2 more of these iron rods. There. That's everything. We've now got the next upgrade, so let's go and get that one in place. That means that we can do the next big step on here, and this is like, I think, one of the best steps of all on here, is full automatic mining. That's going to be our next thing. Player upgraded new buildings. Incoming
Congratulations.
message.
You have unlocked Hub Feature, Additional Biomass Generator. New buildings, which can be found in the Build menu. 9th objective. Hub Upgrade, Molecular Analysis. Note: to ensure full mastery of skills and equipment, I have been asked to not interfere with this last objective. Good luck.
Right. She's not going to interfere, but what we've got in here... It's changed. I think we got a... I don't know if we got extra screens or not. It's not changed a great deal in here. There's not very much extra in here, but we do have an extra biomass burner out here, and this is something that is quite crucial, right? It's very useful, this one is. So we got no connection on that one at the moment. This one over here has got 136 biomass in it at the moment. So our next task, what we'll do is we'll take number 2 off of there, and we'll take a power line, and we'll join it straight into that one. So I've got those 2 running into there. Now, there doesn't at the moment appear to be any limit to the amount of power that you can put on a line. There is only a total power output limit, and that's different. So we need, for this one, we'll select milestone there. We need 150 iron plates, 150 iron rods, 500 of those copper cables, and 30 pieces of concrete. The concrete will be easy. We've already got 26 of them. And we're not going to do that at the moment. So I want some reinforced iron plates. That's kind of the next big thing that I'm going to want. I'm also going to want a load of wood biomass at the moment. So I'll take that. I've got 120 of those. If I drop that in that's going to start allowing me to produce biomass there. This one's got 130 in there. So I don't need to concern myself with any more of them. I now want to be able to automate this. But the big thing that we've got is the miner Mark 1. We need 5 pieces of concrete, 5 iron rods, and we need the small miner. Now, I've not got the iron rods. I've got the concrete. We need to go and get the iron rods. So we'll go over to this factory right here, and there's our 40 iron rods. That's more than enough. Then we can go over to here, and this is why we want 2 of these. So I want an extra one of them. So I'm actually going to go and build another one of them first, before we go wandering off. And I go into there. I can't afford the rest because I need some more iron plates. So we're going to get the iron plates as well. Go and get those. Pretty sure I've got enough concrete to do everything that I want to do. Right, I'll take that. I'm not going to worry about the rest of it. We'll get the 100 iron ore in a minute. And then I'll go through here. And I go to there. So I want to make one of these. And I only need one because I've got everything else. Everything else that I want, I've already got. So we'll go this way. Now look, we've got that one right there, and then we can put something over here. So we want the miner Mark 1. And if you look, it puts it onto there. So you can rotate it round, but it drills in the central spot on this. It's not going to let me put it there. And then we got another one over there. All right? So if we want a third one, we've got it right next to us, which is really, really handy. So this one, I want to bring that round. I'm going to put it kind of that angle like that, and I'm going to drop that one there. So that first one, that's where it's going to go. Then I'm open that one up, and I'm going to pick up the miner. So that gives me the 100 iron ore that I've got, plus the rest of it. And I'll look in here. Now this one here has still got the stack of iron ingots in there, so it's still working. This one, however, doesn't have anything at all. If I go there, I right-click that one so that it divides the stack in half. I'll put 50 into there, and I'll put 50 into there. So those are going. They're running. We don't need to worry about them for a minute. And I can also go back into there, and a miner Mark 1, I'll get the next one. Now, let's put it into the same position as the last one went. But I actually want to bring that one around a bit more. We'll drop that there, I think. Put you there like that. Now, if you go up here... This is something I'd really like, okay? Well, first up, we can't do anything. You don't need to press anything to use the ladder. You just climb the ladder. That's all you have to do. So we're all the way up here. We can look round now. We can see a lot easier. So if I press 2 to put that one in. I can run that over to there. And look, see how it goes right to the top? So it doesn't matter what angle that one's at. That's what I like. It doesn't clip through the building. And I would like to see the other things with the power line bit on the top of them so that it didn't clip through the buildings. Because that's something that I think would be very cool. Unfortunately, that one down there has now got 4 power poles, so it's not actually going to be optimal for us. So what we need to do is I need to take that one off again. Then I'll go back to number 2 and I'll put the power line and I'll bring that one out like that so that we've got the 4 on there. And then I can click off of it and I can put that one onto there. I can click off of it, I can put it onto our own one over here, so that one's up there. They've both now got power. So then I can go into here, and it's already producing. Because it's on iron ore, so it's going to produce iron ore. You don't need to worry about it doing anything other than that. So that's that one. Producing us iron ore. You can see little bits of iron ore sort of scattered around. Generally, I'm just going to ignore them, though. Up this way, we've got another miner up there. I'm going to drop that one. So come up to here. Open you and pick that one up. So that gives me the 100 limestone we've got. Now, this one up here is not sort of overly essential at the moment, but it is something that we're going to want to be using later on. So it's useful just to get this one down in position, I think. There. That's what I'm saying. I'm talking like I'm an expert on this game. I'm really not. I know very, very little about this game. It's pure guesswork. So I'm going to bring that one over there. I love how far you can take this as well, right? I can take that one power line all that distance. I'm not going to. I think it would be handy to have a second power line part way along, like that. And then I'll do a run from that one up to there, like that. So I've now got that one up there that's running. That's going to start producing more of that. I'm not going to pull any conveyor belts off of it. I'm not going to worry about that for a minute. Next up, we're going to finish automating this little process here. So if I go to number 3 and I take that conveyor belt, and I can run that one into there like that. There. Straight out. Long conveyor belt. You can stand on the conveyor belt if you want to. It throws you along quite fast, actually. When you're on the conveyor belt, it does chuck you along quite quickly. So that one's going out through there, and it's going to go immediately in and start work. So next up, I'll go over to this one, and again, I press number 3, and I'll put it onto there, and I run that in there. Can't afford, because I need 14 plates in order to be able to do that. So I need to go into here, take those 25 plates that I've got there. So it takes a piece of iron plate for each, like, little click. So go to there, and I run that one in, and all I'm conscious of is whether or not it's going to clip through anything. I don't like it. Does clip through things. The thing is, I don't like the appearance of it clipping through things. I've seen it doing it, and it's just that I don't like how it looks with it clipping. If we had the splitter already, we could split those 2 in half, but I'd prefer just to have, I think it'd be better just to keep these 2 running like that, and then we can leave them going. Maybe we get upgrades for stuff later on. I'm not really sure, so that it goes. I think you can get upgrades and things can, like, run faster, make some more efficient, things like that. Anyway, we've done all of those bits there. I've got, materials-wise, hang on, I need to press tab. I've got enough to make 1 more miner, which is what we need. I need to be able to make a miner up there. And this is the one that we're going to need quite a lot of concrete and other bits in order to run the conveyor belt all the way down to our smelter down the bottom here. But that's fine. It's you know, it takes a little bit to bring the belt down here, but once you've got that belt all set up, there's not anything else that you need to worry about. Right? It's very quick, it's very efficient, and you don't need to concern yourself with it. Once it's in place, it's done. Right? The job is complete, and then you don't need to go worrying about it again. So I go over to you, and I'll pick that one up. I'll pick that one up there, so I've got 100 copper ore. And I want to take from here, I want to run a belt down there somehow, some way. And I'd like to do it without it clipping horribly. That's the one stipulation that I have for my own peace of mind. So we'll bring that one over to there, and we'll do it there like that. So So drop that one down. Now, copper cables. Now, power lines. I'm too far away now. So there is a limit on the distance that you can send a power line. It's basically the draw distance by the look of it. Which is actually really cool. The fact that it's the draw distance is kind of the limit. Invalid aim location. So I'll put that one there. And see how far that throws it out and then build. It's brilliant, that is. Absolutely fantastic. So I don't need to worry about building. So if I go to here, I will then go conveyor belt like that. And now this is the next bit. Ooh, don't fall off the edge. Right, bring that all the way down there. Conveyor belt is too steep. And it'll bring it to here. Right, I can click there. That actually works fine for me. I like having it there. That is a good location for it. But... oh, can't afford. Conveyor belt is too steep. And then it's saying can't... is that the concrete? Can't afford. I think there is actually a limit on what you can do for each belt. So if I can bring that one to there, right there on the edge, and that brings it round, and it sort of puts it onto the edge of the slope. Right, I'm now missing iron. That's as far as I can go, anyway. I need to go and get some more iron plates. So we'll run down here. While we're down here, we will take power line. And we'll run you over to here. That one will join in to there if I want it to, or I can put an additional power. I'm going to drop... where should we put this? I'm going to drop an additional power line there, I think. Because I think that's going to be a useful thing to have. And then I'll connect that one onto there. I'm not going to want that one connected onto there, I have a feeling, because I'm going to want something coming out of here to make another one. But we'll worry about that afterwards. Right now, we want to do this. So I've got the miner up there. I need the plates. Now, you look here, see, remember what I was saying about how it fills up? I got 100 of them, and I got 100 in there. So that's now full. This one here, this one's still filling up. So we've got the iron ore coming in the back, and that's filling up. That one there, we've got the iron ore coming in, and this one's going through. And I've got 73 iron plates in it, 74. So that one's not filled, not even a little bit. This one, however, is completely full. And it's going to take a little while. It sort of slows down production as it brings stuff in. So I've got all of those iron rods. I've got all of the iron plates as well. So the next thing that I want to do is I need to go back over and we will go to that conveyor belt up there. That's already started building. Right? If I go up there, I bring that down. I don't want to have it curved over. I'm going to bring that through. Missing concrete 1. Oh, I've got no concrete. Oh, I've got the concrete to make over this way. I'm carrying limestone around, so I can go and make that a minute. I go to there. Concrete right there. I can craft 33 of these. And then as soon as I've crafted these, we can place these down and we can get the next bit going. There, that's all of those. Let's come out of there. And again, I want to press number 3 on there like that. And you can see you can go so far into the distance on these. I love the fact that you can do this. Right, concrete there. Put that conveyor belt. That'll come all the way down to there like that. And then I can bring that one. And it won't go all the way over. Conveyor belt is too long. It does actually have a limit on how far you can take it. So I'm going to put that one there. And then I'll bring another one over and... right, let's have a look. Is that where I want that belt to go? I think that'll be alright, actually. Bring that across the top over to there. And then we'll go up here, like this. And you can see it coming down and coming through. So I've got 100 copper ore on me. So I'm just going to dump that in there and let that carry on working. And then the other copper ore, that will slowly make its way down here. What we're going to want next is another factory, another constructor right there. And we'll be able to use that one, drop that one out here somewhere. And that'll then start putting the copper on. So I'm going to need... Actually, I think I need more cables. That's going to be our next things. We're going to want cables. We're going to want more iron plates. I've got the iron rod, so I can make 600 screws here. So if I make all of the screws, there's 3, there's 4. But I don't want to make all of the screws. Definitely don't want to do all of them. Oh, that's as many as I... right, well, I'll make 5 of these. That's actually using up my supply of iron plates now, so I want to go and get some more of them. I'm going to get you off of there. Just another 44 iron plates. That's going to give me a few more of these, because what I want is I want 2 lots of these. So that's 8 of those. No, it's not 8. That's 8 that I've made now. It's 7 more that I can make. 8 that I've made. 1 more. There. Right. So I've now got... yeah, I've got enough to make 3 factories. That's what I've got. I want to bring that one. So I've got a constructor there. Now, next bit. I'll do that. I'll rotate that round so that is lined up. And I'm going to put one of them up on top of here. Just because I can. Put that one there, and then I'm going to put the next one, and that one's going to go right in front of it. Wait, oh, I got cables missing now. That's the next thing I need. To make some cables. Have I got enough to make? Can I make? Oh, I can make 105. Right. Well, let's make several cables, because we're going to be using these for the constructors and for other things as well. So I'll make 50 of them, like that. And start running over this way. We'll have to have a look at our fuel situation in a minute. So, nope. I'm going to go to you, constructor. Right. I'll put that one down there. Right, you probably guessed the way that I'm going to run this. So I've got... Actually, that cable is running through perfectly. I didn't know that it would. I was curious if the cable would run through all right. So I've got a power line off of there, and I want to put that power line up to this side. Because that one over there has only got 3 lines off it, so I'll take one off of here. And we go to there, and we go to there like that. And then I go to this one, and this one I want to make wire. And then this one over here, I want to make cable, because they follow one behind the other, don't they? So if we then bring this one out, we go conveyor belt, and we run that one onto there, like that. So that's going to run out the copper bars rather. And then that one will run down to there. So you are making those, and then you down here, you're going to be making cable. We've got all of that all set up. That's absolutely wonderful. So that brings that through. Cables come on out, and they run into the next one. So that's bringing 3 out at a time like that. So it's very quickly running through. The copper ingots, they're filling up quicker than we can take the wire out of this. That's fine. That doesn't matter. And then if you look in here, this one is slowly filling up with wire faster than we can take it out over here, because it uses two wire, 15 per minute. But coming out of here, we've got 45 per minute. So it will eventually completely fill this one up with wire. The wire will back up, and it will completely fill that one up with wire. Everything all backs up completely. So we've got... everything is shut down. With everything being shut down... can't remember. No. Right. Now, the big problem that I've got is that the next hub up... And there we have it, folks. I'm afraid I'm going to have to stop things now because we have run out of time. So if you've enjoyed this episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.